Jim, you don't need clarification. You knew exactly.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
Jim, you knew exactly what I was talking about. Come on, Jim.
Feel good about yourself, Ryan.
I do feel good about myself, Jim.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
Jim, you're the one.
Ryan trying to be Mr. Cool is so great.
Fair enough. So I gotta ask you a question. Where's the doll? The doll's not hanging behind you.
Oh yeah. The picture, isn't that the one Tyler found? Isn't that the guy with the doll? Okay, yeah. The
fedora.
My doppelganger or whatever.
Yep.
Here we are. It is the water hole with Hedstrom bacon and horse.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Ryan, thanks for letting me fill in. And yeah, it's good to be here.
I think Tyler loves Aaron Rodgers more than Aaron Rodgers loves Aaron Rodgers. I had to look at Jen Sturger and, on the basis of doing my research for the show, see if she ever posed nude, and she was in Playboy, believe it or not. Yeah. I did not know that. I knew she was in Maxim. I did not know she was in Playboy.
Right. Now I'm going to go out on a limb now and say that you now have a crush on her.
No, it's always I used to have a crush.
Okay, right? Okay. So yeah, but I mean, okay. So you used to have a crush on her approximately 2.5 hours ago.
Yes, when exactly. When I noticed she was in Playboy.
But no
I looked at the images because I wanted to see how much airbrushing they did. So I got out the magnifying glass.
Right. Going behind the curtain. There you go.
I got out the magnifying glass and I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, there's a boob and it's a nipple. Yeah.
Yeah, and what the guys all want to know that are listening, was she hot?
Yeah, well, the story didn't say. Was it? Did I say bra and panties? Because I thought I read bra and thong. So.
I heard bra and panties. I mean, we'll have to go back and listen to the tape.
Here's your some asshole with a goatee. Of course, you're gonna see it with the audience. Contents: one fucking shit fuck with a goatee. Seriously, just shave the shit off. It's the water hole, and that's not Rhino.
No, it's not Rhino.
That's Frank and Boise. Good content. So I said, beat it, Ryan. I got someone better than you.
Mock Ryan.
Yeah, Mock. Oh, wait, you're right. You know what? I haven't done this yet. Okay, so since he's not here, we're getting rid of this shit. So that is now right. That's you with white hair and a beard. So there, before, after, before,
there you
after.
Go.
And then, Frank instead of Rhino. So yeah, you've been demoted, Ryan. He's like trading us up.
You know what? He was actually on the Outlaws and Potato. He was Rhino, the sports guy segment on my show. Like he did it twice and then fucking blew me off. He goes, you know what? There's better out there. He's doing the same thing to everybody.
He uses us up, gets to where he wants to go next, and then he tosses us aside like a used condom. Wait. Hold on. Let me do it the other way. There it is. All right, watch this. You're going to catch it on the delay, obviously. This is a live gooey duck clam. Watch this.
或者像，喷水了。
So she's going to dip it in some sauce. It's alive.
辣椒油。
Live. We'll do it live.
辣椒面。
She's putting whatever.
一样都不能少，不拼，老铁是不会给我双击的。
There it goes. And she's going to bite into this thing. That's suggestive. Gotta have the sound crank.
起来，给咱家铁子敬个礼，告诉咱家铁子，我要直播了。
The following program is intended for mature
还敢碰老铁，
audiences.
还敢碰老铁。起来，起来，再给我要个双击，给我要
The
个双
following
击。
program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
我喜欢
The Morena Bobbit.
让你天天喷我，
Ouch.
让你天天喷我。
It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Horse, rhino, the water hole.
Water hole.
Water hole.
Wait.
Oh.
You can't hear us. Wait. Are we muted? There it
Mute.
is.
Hello.
I can hear. All right. All right.
Oh.
We're good.
Welcome. You
know
got
how
two
tempted I was to
commercials.
flip the screen 10 minutes or 10 seconds before the intro was over when your wife was talking on mic? I almost went like switched it over. Anyway, I thought that would have been funny.
Too funny. That would have been great. So what's going on, man? Busy week. Lots of stuff in the news going on.
There's one thing in the news, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah. One thing in particular.
One thing in the news. We can hear you. Rhino's mic is a bit loud. Hold on. That's my main volume. Let me drop it. I will adjust it. Hey, Headstrom, listen to the volume, and don't worry about my Rhino. I just dropped it. A week ago I put something on the mixer, and all the dials got screwed up. So that's why we're loud. Anyway, we can hear you. Rhino's mic is a bit loud. You can talk.
Can you hear me now?
It should be
Is that better?
I dropped the main
Better?
feed in the yeah.
Better?
I think.
All right. Well, I came in a little hot.
What are your Blazer and Kings draft predictions? Says Burn Dog.
Burn Dog? You go first. I mean, you got the third pick. What's it gonna be?
I don't know what we're doing, dude. The rumor mill. Jody Allen, Paul Allen's sister, is running the team. She's an idiot. Phil Knight wanted to buy the team, and she's like, no, we're not selling. Well, in the trust, it says they have to sell the team, donate the proceeds to charity. So she's bluffing, but she is going to sell the team eventually because it is mandate in his will. So she's a moron. It sounds like she's trying to bump the price up or do some negotiating or whatever, but sell the team to Phil Knight, idiot. So that's why I don't have any faith in the Trailblazers right now. It's better. Hedstrom says you're not as loud.
Okay, cool.
I would like to trade Dame because we are not going to be able to put the assets around him for him to win here. He is going to go down. She's going to be an idiot. And that's what my thoughts on the Blazers. They're not good. I want Scoot.
You want Scoot?
Yes. So trade Dame, draft Scoot at 3 if he's there, and rebuild. That's what I want.
But that's
so my prediction for
that's
the Blazers,
the thing.
Huh?
That's the thing. I think that third pick has to be involved with a Dame trade. I think they've got to send that third pick.
What do you mean with a Dame trade? Trade Dame and the third pick?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, you keep the third pick to rebuild, and you trade Dame for other picks.
I'm just saying you can get back more picks in the first round.
No.
They can get yes.
No.
Multiple picks is better than one pick if you are rebuilding. Because one guy guy, with the exception of Wemby,
expert. You're so wrong,
dude. One guy, with the exception of Wemby in this draft, is not changing a franchise.
Yes, but the NBA draft does not behave like the NFL draft. NFL draft, you can pick guys in the 4th round and they're starters. NBA draft, there's like 4 or 5 guys that are going to be good and a bunch of busts. You got to draft near the top. You just do.
Why Leonard a bust? Late first round.
Yeah, and Dame was down there too, and those are the exceptions to the rule. You had to go all the way with Kawhi Leonard, who's been in the league forever, to find that that happens every year. No.
Jokic. You want me to keep going?
It's rare.
Giannis?
Dame, we drafted at what, 8, I think.
No,
it's hard.
See that's still early.
But if you draft 3 guys in the same draft in the first round, they're not going to pan out. Anyway, the only good draft is Gourmet Root Beer. There you go. Says,
there you go.
Hedstrom. Hedstrom says your mic is better, by the way.
Thank you, Hedstrom.
He says my mic is clear. Yours was hot, but that was old. That was 5 minutes ago when he was telling me. So mine's good, he said. So there you go. I'm just saying.
Mine's good too.
So,
Kings.
Kings are in a better spot than the Blazers, in my opinion.
Yeah, they are. Well, and also Dame has said, you brought it up. If the Trailblazers are going to rebuild, he doesn't want to be around.
Yeah,
right?
Send him to Miami.
Miami, New York, someplace like that. I think Miami's the preferred destination. Really, basically, the Kings are going to take the best player available with their pick because they're outside of the lottery. I think they're picking, I want to say
28th?
24th.
Oh, 24th.
24th.
Yeah.
So, preferably there's a big out of Duke that has had some eyes on him. There's another guy out of Michigan that the Kings have had in for some workouts, but they're looking to kind of fill that 4 or 5 position if they can. But the Kings, they're not out of the running for making some other moves that could include trading that pick. So we'll see what happens. There have been rumors about Zion possibly coming to Sacramento
too.
What's that? You had those two?
If Scoot falls to 3, they said that New Orleans would want Scoot and they would trade Zion. I don't want Zion because I'm tired of bigs coming here that are injury prone. I am sick of bigs that come to Portland that are injury prone because they always get hurt. Goes all the way back to Walton. Now we got a ring with him, but he didn't last very long. His legs went out. And then Odin and Bowie and who's the other one? There's one more. Odin, Bowie, Walton. I mean, Roy wasn't a big, but he had bad knees. I mean, yeah. So I don't want Fatso Zion here, who's gonna blow his legs out, and we're gonna waste. I'll take Scoot, trade Dame, and anyway, this is a replay of the video of Zion blowing out his shoe in college. Yeah, replay. Yeah, well, I'm not. If you want to find the link, I will. But I remember that happening, and that was a big thing. Like Nike, you're trying to ruin his career, and yeah, it was a big blow up with Nike because those were Nikes he was wearing.
Yeah, but it also turned into a Nike thing too.
Yeah,
so they made a big commercial out of it.
Anyway, basketball. I'm done with basketball. I'm done. I listened to you and Grant for freaking ever. F the NBA. Who gives a shit?
Come on, dude. It's my birthday. I can talk about what I want to. So this is going to be Ryan, a basketball-centered water.
Right now. There, you're muted. Yep. Yeah, you can't talk what you want to. I am the king. All right, there you go.
All right, am I back now?
Does that even mute you? Or were you guessing?
I was just playing. I was
playing.
No, wait,
along. Talk. I want to see if this mutes you. Talk. Say something.
Hey.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the main feed. I don't want to know to mute you, but when 12 Wood gets a little on my nerves, I want to know how to mute him. So, speaking of 12 Wood, we got a big Wood Scopes. Hedstrom Bacon is co-producing the show with me, and we've got like Brad and Lef and Caleb, and I should know this. I have to look it up. I have to cheat. There's so many people on. I can't remember them all. It's got Rick, Mike and Indy, Lef. We got Mark, the Nomad. Yeah, lots of people. So, Caleb. Yeah, Benny. So anyway, that's 8:00 on Friday. I figured I'd plug the show since, because.
It sounds like a great show, but the one person that probably doesn't want that show to run? Jim Rome. Jim Rome does not want to see that show run the week before the Smack Off.
That's the theory.
When he's trying to hype up that, these guys don't like each other and, yada, yada, yada. And then you get them in a different form and you don't even recognize their caller voices.
Jim doesn't have to worry because nobody watches the Wood Scope. So no one's going to see it. Shh. I didn't say that.
Hedstrom is here. I just wanted to let you know.
Hey.
Is the king of bacon bits. That was a juicy one.
Yes. Play shoe blowout. I sent video to. Oh God, Tyler, no one cares about him blowing his shoe out. Look at go find it and look at it yourself, people.
He did find it, and he sent it to you.
I know.
Going to be trade
Annoying me. I'm grumpy tonight. I told Ryan before the show started, I'm grumpy. I did not sleep well. I had to get up early for work because I had a doctor's appointment. All right, here's Zion blowing
Jones and Kobe White. Jones's defense on White is going to be a determining factor in this ballgame.
Right now, Luke May starts on Zion Williamson. Barrett misses the three. Offensive rebound, Marquise Bolden.
Carolina, an outstanding rebounding team. Duke as well. And actually, Duke, the better offensive rebounding team, usually blew apart.
All right, there. You saw it. It's like
he blew apart.
Clip. You need to key it up to the point of the shoe blowout, Tyler. I'm grumpy. Yes, I had to get up early this morning. I'm grumpy. If you want to come in the show and be with a grumpy person, come on in. I like that chick getting wiped out by the wave up there. That was cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. So,
so
the big gulps.
Oh shit, the volume's up. Big gulps, yes. My diet or my sugar-free cherry Kool-Aid. It's not Code Red. Everyone thinks it's Code Red. This is not a big gulp from 7-Eleven. The cup's from 7-Eleven, but I fill it with my own shit.
Yeah, how often do you recycle those cups?
I don't. I wash them in the dishwasher.
But still, they should only have like a shelf life of 3 or 4 uses.
Dude, they last forever. This probably is like a 3-year-old cup.
Oh my goodness!
You can see where it's fading right there. The black on there is starting to fade.
Yeah.
But wash them in the dishwasher.
Does it make the drink taste better?
I think so.
Being in a 7-Eleven.
I think so. Well, it's just big. Like a regular glass. I mean, I'd be refilling that thing. This is a double extra large gulp. There's like 64 ounces in that. My glasses down there are like 10, 12 ounces. So I'd be like, hold the show. I'll be right back. Fill my glass up. Glip, 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 glip.
And if you're somebody that likes extra ice in your beverage, good way to go.
Yes. Look at that ice.
Lots
of ice. Hey, Hedstrom was up at 5 a.m. It's not an old person thing. I had to go to work early because I had to get the sonogram. And no, I'm not pregnant of my hernia. So what's cool is they warmed up that gel because when I got my heart echocardiogram, they put that licked, and this shit was like ice cold. I'm like, this shit was all warmed up. Hello, Alexa. Shut the fuck up.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Alexa, I'm grumpy. Shut the F up. Biatch. Sorry.
All right.
You know what? I'm just glad I'm not in that submarine. Anything that goes wrong the last 2 days, like traffic or, I'm waiting at the doctor's office and they're like running late or whatever, I'm like, at least I'm not in the sub. At least I'm not in the sub.
I feel like there was a movie that was made about something along those lines. It wasn't like maybe it was like a little machine that goes down like 50 deep, or you know what I'm talking about?
47 meters or something, isn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't there sharks in that or something? I didn't see it.
Yeah, like it's the same kind of thing where you're stuck at the bottom of the ocean. They were doing something in you know what? I think it was a shark cage, maybe. And it falls off, and so they fall to the bottom.
Okay,
and
why?
It goes. But it would be terrifying to know that you have this much time left, and then the cabin pressure probably can't be comfortable. It's probably gone deeper than it's supposed to go.
You know what's not comfortable? There's nowhere to poop. Where are you
if they know, there's got to be a place. Okay, well, first off, if you can find a place to poop in your van, I'm sure they can find a place to poop.
There's no trash can. And where are you going to put the garbage bag so that everyone else can't see you? I'm definitely, if I'm home by myself, I still lock the bathroom door if I'm pooping.
Why?
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
Are you serious?
So I wouldn't be worried about dying. I'd be worried about privacy.
Privacy, even though you're home alone.
Yes.
Is it okay? Are you one of those guys where it is like unspoken between you and the wife? Like women do not poop in your eyes?
We're the opposite.
Okay.
Sometimes that door's not shut.
Okay.
Yeah, this is TMI. I'm going to get in trouble for this one.
No, it happens here too. On that side of
shut
things.
the door.
It happens here too. But I'm asking, well, then why are you so freaked out about making sure you
poops
have
with the door open? Wife hates it. Yeah, for us, it's the opposite. That door is never open if I'm in there. And then there's people that like to Marco Polo while they're taking a dump. What? What?
Yeah.
You're nuts, people.
Why?
That's
what's
the
wrong with
only
doing that?
place of privacy, and that's the only place I don't need anybody seeing me. So there you go.
But why are you so poop conscious?
I don't know where that came from.
Did somebody like walk in on you as like a kid?
I mean, I know of. I don't like
that's
public
so
places,
weird.
but I mean, sometimes you just can't help it, right? So you just go. But I still put one of those little that little waxy piece of paper down. I ain't touching that toilet with my ass.
You almost have to do a squatty potty approach. If you're in public, you're not even touching the seat. So.
I do some of my best work on the throne, bacon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cold,
I'm
dark,
with bacon on that.
Yeah, if bacon, Mr. Certified Master Diver, he could probably give us some stuff about. I don't think Bacon would ever dive the Titanic. First of all, you can't dive down that deep because you'd be crushed. But
yeah,
dude, that is terrifying to me. I have such bad claustrophobia that, airplanes and all that, I have to really work on it to get through the flight, because that plane, if I start to have an anxiety attack, that plane just gets smaller and smaller. I cannot imagine being 2.5 miles under tons and tons of ocean water and being stuck in that little teeny thing. I mean, I'm not kidding. When the anxiety gets this bad, I'd be praying for that oxygen to run out. I'd be like, I'm done. Just get it over with. The waiting would just, dude.
So as of yesterday, they had about 40 hours of oxygen.
Yeah, they have sometime tomorrow. It's going to be, you know what? I was thinking about this because, and The Abyss is a good movie. If you want to see a movie about diving and stuff like that, The Abyss is pretty good. When they put spoilers from The Abyss, I'm gonna spoil the movie. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, geez.
But thank you for spoiling it.
James Cameron. You got to see it. I'm not going to give this away because when it happens, it's like one of those scenes where you're like, holy shit, I can't believe they just did that.
Huh?
Yeah. Anyway, they're in a little sub, and the way they get out of it is interesting, to say the least. And yeah. Anyway, you gotta watch it. Shit.
All right. Well, we'll check it out. But I guess
the movie knows what I'm talking about. When Master Antonia, whatever her name is, the actress. Yeah.
So I guess two things here. One thing that everybody's kind of latching on to is there's videos online of this thing being Jimmy rigged in certain parts.
I've
right?
seen that. Yes. The little Logitech controller.
Yeah, and then like they were just finding spare pieces of metal to use for certain things on the outside. And then the second thing to me is, okay, great, you find them tomorrow. Rescue effort's gonna not take just an hour. They're not gonna have all the things on site they need. You know what I mean? Like it's just they
are. It would take a miracle. It would take a miracle. They are in deep shit. Because yes, if they find it, I've seen some of the ways that they're coming up with weird ways of sending like robotic, the like drone ones that can go deep and trying to like inflate a bag under it. And they think that there's a possibility that it's entangled in some of the wreckage debris, and then they could use the robots to try to get it untangled. Because apparently there's some weights that you drop the weights and then you start to go up. And so anyway, I was looking at all the weird ways that they're talking about if they find it in time, how they're going to try to get it up. So, but yeah, I saw that too. They're either bobbing on the surface. You can't open it from the inside. That's the other thing. If you're bobbing on the surface, you are still as screwed as, unless someone finds you, you cannot open it from the inside. It can only be opened from the outside.
But in a sense, that would be a much easier rescue
if they found
that's
them.
the case.
You could
it
still
would be
literally
immediate.
suffocate on top of the ocean.
No, I understand that because there's no oxygen.
Yes.
I don't know.
I've spent more time thinking about this submarine in the last 48 hours than anything to do with my job. I'm obsessed with this submarine. I'm not kidding. Because that to me is like if you said, okay, what is your worst fear? That's it. That would be it. Not being in a house that's burning and I might burn alive. It's being under the ocean, stuck in that submarine with the claustrophobia and not being able to get anywhere and being stuck down there. Yeah.
So the first thought that came to my mind is I hope my wife does not see this story. Like, period, end of story. I hope she does not see it. No, you already know where she stands on the ocean and going on cruises.
Oh, yeah. Cruise ship.
So I'm like, she can't see this story.
No.
No.
You'll never go on a cruise ever if she sees.
Yeah, exactly. The second thing that came to mind, and this is like kind of vain, but this is like a lose-lose all the way around. Like, this made me think, like, this seems like one of those stories the government would try to sweep under the rug, maybe, because it's going to expend so many resources from the Coast Guard and so much money.
Yeah, but they can use it as a training. Usually these things are, usually when these things happen, like when the Army goes out and fights forest fires and, they help out when they get really bad or whatever, they treat it like a training exercise. Because, when I was in the military, you're training all day anyway. You're training. So this is one of those things like, oh, we can use this like a training exercise. Like, what if one of our submarines went down, United States Navy submarine went down and so yes, it expends a lot of resources, but it's also a training. And when they, we always get the hikers stuck on Mount Hood here, and the altitude up there, you've probably seen this video, the altitude's really thin so that helicopters can't cut. Well, one crashed up there. It was, and when they were trying to do a rescue, and it now everyone survived, but it like crashed and it started rolling down the mountain. And they use those rescues as training exercises. Oregon National Guard. So.
And so I get the idea of the training exercises. It's just I was thinking more of the cost of getting infrastructure in place.
Oh yeah.
Like it seems vain and bad press for this company, right? The company doesn't want to be known as done. Yeah, exactly.
Who's gonna take that company anywhere?
So here's the question, Horse. Let's say you don't have the phobia that you have. Would you pay $250,000?
Well, if I had $1 billion, $250,000 ain't shit.
Okay, but still, that doesn't.
Sorry about we weren't going to talk about this, but it's interesting, I guess. So here's the thing. We were talking about this before the show started. And I would never, ever, ever have any desire to go to the bottom of the ocean for any reason. Just don't. However, the people that are going into space and paying $500,000 or $1 million to go into space, if I didn't have an anxiety issue with it, that would be something that would appeal to me. That would be cool to see the planet from the edge of space and orbit, and that would be something that would be appealing. I can see myself being stuck up there just like being stuck at the ocean. Because if you get stuck up there, you're in the same boat. Who's going to come up and get you? The infrastructure isn't there right now. So if you're stuck up there now, at least they would know where you are. They could track you. Whereas down there, they can't find them. But, billionaires are doing that too. So, and that's risky as hell too. So,
yep.
But
I mean,
that would make more. I mean, that would appeal to me more than ever going down in the ocean. I have no desire.
Well,
what Bacon does, I have no desire to ever do that.
But this is like, and I know Bacon corrected us. It's a dive master, not a master diver.
Oh, is that what I said?
Hopefully, I got that right.
Is it a baiter or a masturbator? Baiter master, masturbator. Have I been saying that right?
Yeah. Bacon's right. The Canadian government
yeah.
is involved in this as well.
Yeah.
So anyways, I guess it's Titanic enthusiasts that want to go down and see this thing. But when I think of Titanic...
Cameron's dove it 10 times.
Who has?
James
Cameron. Guy that owns it?
Yeah. No, okay. James Cameron, the movie director.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
But the movie and everything, but he's it's either 10 or 30. It's a big number that he's done it. But that he also wasn't in this sub. I mean, if you look at his sub, they actually filmed in it, for the movie. There wasn't a Logitech video game controller. They had little joysticks and buttons and little screens and everything else. This thing is a hobbyist submarine put together with parts. I saw it. They went to like a camping store to buy some of the parts. Yes,
that's what I was saying.
It's like, you tinker with like drones and stuff and you fly them around your house. You don't tinker with something that goes 2.5 miles under the ocean.
But they're trying to make discoveries about the Titanic. In fact, that was one of the side stories off of this. They found something out on one of the rails about the company that made it or whatever. They're looking for certain things to profit off of, right? So that's why they're going down in these little rinky-dink things. And it's just,
yeah.
Is it stupidity? Probably, but does that equate to loss of life? No.
I don't blame the people, the people that went down there, especially the 19-year-old. I don't blame them because they were probably sold a bill of goods. Like, we've done this and this and this. People can get sold on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But the people that are running the operation should have known better. They don't have. Here's the thing. I'll give you an example. Where's the Jim in Indiana cam?
The Jim in Indiana cam, sponsored by Titanic Tours this week.
I don't know where it is. Where'd I set it? Oh, it's over here.
All right. It has its own spot now.
It does. All right, so get the Jim in Indiana cam. This is just me, but where's the Jim in Indiana cam? Here it comes. Oh, shit, where's the cord? I'm going to knock over everything. All right, so this is just me. This is just for, where's the mobile cam? Jim in Indiana cam. All right, this is just, hello, people. This is just for a little show that we do, that I like to do. And I'm not showing off all my equipment. What I am showing off, though, is if for some reason, and this has happened, it's Jim in Indiana. What's up, everybody? Jim in Indiana here. Look up my nose. We had the show go down. We did a Friday show, and your internet went out, and the show went down.
Yeah.
I was able to reboot and pull it up. If the show goes down during Woodscopes, and we've got big guests on, let's say Jim Rome's going to be on again, and this whole computer crashes. It's right there. That's that computer right there. It crashes. I have a laptop computer back here. I also have a computer back there. I have 3 computers, and that is redundancy, and they've all got OBS on them, which is the broadcasting software. So it's redundancy. If the show goes down, and no one's life is on the line here.
Right.
But we can fire up the show on another computer. They didn't have a backup controller. They don't have backup the propellers. There's 2. They don't have a backup one. They don't have backup bilge tanks. It's like if one of those things failed, you're fucked. You're just screwed.
And you're relying on communication by text messages.
Yes.
Very, very slow text messages.
It's all about redundancy and backup systems. They had none. They were relying on everything. Their one piece of equipment that was for propulsion, one piece for direction, one piece for communication. And when those things failed, they didn't have a plan B. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
So to some extent, would you say a fair metaphor based off of what they were using and what they were trying to accomplish? Like how dangerous it is, how, just all around, like going to the bottom of the sea. So many, like, just little tiny things that are big things. It kind of feels like the equivalent of somebody jumping off Mount Everest with, instead of, a parasail or whatever, just a sheet hoping to fly.
Yes.
Like it really,
I wouldn't say
like,
it's that bad, but I would say this. There was the guy we talked about on the Woodscopes, the flat earther guy that made a rocket, and he made the rocket and he was on the news and everything, and he was going to fly up to prove that the earth was flat. And for some reason, the parachute didn't fall, and he crashed after going up like 5,000 to 8,000 feet or whatever, and he died. And it's like, dude, you didn't have testing and backup plans. He just went with the one thing. I'm doing it. And he died. And that to me is kind of like this. It's like they didn't have plan B, plan C. When you're going that deep, you've got to have backup system. Hell, I would have a backup sub so that you could go down if it got tangled or something, the ballast got tangled up and couldn't discharge or whatever. You could go down there with the robot arms or whatever. They had no backup plan. And they're taking paying customers down there. That is ridiculous. There are cocky divers and there are old divers. There are no old cocky divers. Yes.
Yeah. And on top, this guy, and here comes the attorney side, right?
Yeah.
This guy is going to be facing massive wrongful death lawsuits, regardless of whether they sign waivers or not, because this is beyond negligent.
Yeah.
What he was running.
They took they've taken several reporters down there, and the reporter said on the first sheet alone, the word death is mentioned 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because those disclaimers do not release you from liability from faulty equipment and stuff like that. They release you from liability if someone goes down there and has a heart attack, and no one can foresee that happening and stuff like that out of their control. This was totally in their control.
Yes.
This is their bullshit system and their Logitech gaming controller not working. And
so it really is a Logitech gaming controller. I saw the video of on the
white,
news.
I can tell because it's white.
That is nuts, man.
Hey, wait. Jay in Humboldt here.
Yeah, hey.
Do I have a welcome to the... There it is. Welcome to the party, pal. There you go, Jay. Okay, Jay, you missed it, dude. We were talking about the submarine, and now we're going to start talking about other shit. You could have been all dropping F-bombs about the submarine and talking about your truck blowing black smoke all over those MFers and how Trump would go down there and kick their ass.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
You missed out. Damn it, Jay, you're late. Check this out from the Mirror. My boyfriend threw me a surprise wedding. I was so shocked as he hadn't even proposed yet.
Yes.
So he tells her to get a nice outfit on. He takes her to a wedding venue, and then she realizes it's her wedding.
Yes.
That's pretty bold. He hasn't even asked if she's going to marry him yet. He's just starts the ceremony. She's like,
that's
what
beyond,
are we doing up here? Where are all these people? Oh,
yeah,
will you be my bride?
That's beyond bold. That's like halfway creeper stat.
That's a little cocky.
Yeah, like you can't do it. Like the girl is 100% justified in running away.
Guess what happened
from that? She ran.
She did. She left.
Yeah, absolutely.
She took off.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that I think he learned his lesson on that one.
So let me ask you this: where does that rank? So compared to dudes that propose in front of an entire stadium.
That first of all, that is the first person that ever did that. Kudos. Everyone that's done it since, dumb. Think of your own shit. That is.
Oh, come on. You're going to take that route?
Ever.
You're going to take that route.
Unless the woman is the biggest fan of the team that's there and like you guys met at the game and it's so stupid. It is so stupid. That is something a guy does.
Most of the couples that do that do it for the exact reason that you said. They're big fans of the team. They're season ticket
but
holders.
It's not always that way.
It isn't.
And I've seen women say no on the camera.
That's what I'm saying. So
obviously she's not a big fan of the team if she's like, hell no.
No, like that's it. When you're going to do a proposal like that, the girl best have been bugging you for the last 6 months saying like, when are you proposing? When are you proposing? You have to know it's in the bag. Yeah. Slam dunk. If you're going to do anything extravagant, and especially something like that, because it could have been slam dunk in the bag with her, but then you take it to the step where you're doing the wedding that day. Come on, man.
Yeah, well, it blew up in his face. She left. He had to explain
are they
all
still
these
together?
People. Huh?
Do we have any update? Are they still together?
I didn't read that far. Oh, she emphasized that she still wanted to stay with Mark and get married someday, which is why her friends and family were confused that she wasted a perfectly good wedding and left. So, yeah, she's still with him. She still wants to do it, just not that way. I mean, listen, dude. Here, this is Women 101. Not telling you, I'm telling this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Most women, and that's not all by any means, but most, when they're in their 9 and 10 and 11 and they got their Barbies, they've started figuring out what their wedding is going to be like. I want this, and I want white horses, and I want a carriage. And then they get realistic, hopefully, some of them as they get older, but they still got this idea of what they want and who they want in it and everything else. You are basically taking that away. She can't have her bridesmaid. She can't have her wedding shower. She can't do all that stuff. You've basically taken all the planning that they want to do. And if most guys, if you're smart, you let her do whatever and you just go, yes. Well, what do you think about this? Yes. Yeah. Yep. That good. Good choice, honey. And you just fucking agree. You don't want to say, you know what, honey? I always wanted to get married at this lodge over by the lake. No, the church, and this is my dream. No, let's do the lodge. No, it's not about you, dude.
Okay, so I'm going to flip it on its head really quick. If you know the girl's going to stay with you, even if you try to pull this thing off, right? And you can get it pulled off and on the cheap, because everything you just explained is not cheap. It is a down payment on a house, a significant down payment on the house. Is it worth the try? It might be worth the try to get it past her.
Our wedding was not expensive. We did a destination wedding. Got a cruise.
Okay.
Cost us like $5,000.
Okay, but I'm talking about if you have one of those girls, possibly that just what you said.
If you have one of those girls, then that's not what you do, because that's the one that's going to get mad. I could have probably pulled this with my wife, and she probably would have been like, it's not my choice, but I get the gesture, romantic, whatever. Those girls that you're trying to get on the cheap are the ones that are going to be like, hell no, fuck you. I want this and this, and I want this kind of flower, and I've loved this, and I want this horse and this and carriage, and yeah. I want fireworks as we're leaving the venue. No.
I would want the horse. What was it? He farts, he runs, and he does something else in 30 seconds.
Nice.
I would want that. You remember you played the video of the horse on this show.
Did I?
Yeah, the horse escapes. Like, jumps around.
Yes, the video that was yes. He comes in, he kicks a tree, he farts on the dogs, and then he runs away. Yes. That was epic.
I would want that.
That horse. That horse should be at the wedding, yes. It farts on dogs and kicks trees.
So when was the last time you actually attended a wedding?
Mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Because they're getting out of control
10 years ago
these days. So anybody in the chat that's recently attended a wedding, put your quick experience there. It's
3.
over the top. What's that?
I've been in 3.
I know you've been in 3, but
as the groom.
As the
I've
groom,
been best
I
man
understand.
in 2 other ones, so I've been in 5. 3
Okay,
of my
I
own,
understand.
2 other people. I should be the wedding expert. I should write a book.
Okay, you're the wedding expert, but you have not been to one in the last year or so.
10 years.
It's getting out of control.
You know why? Because I don't have friends because they ask me to help them move for pizza and beer.
Oh, yes.
So I just don't have friends, which means I don't have to go to weddings.
Well, there you go. Some people have those boundaries, which are respectable. But
have online friends. Like Tyler's ever going to ask me to come to his wedding in Wisconsin? No.
Of course he would.
I'd say it's too far. I want to go to Tyler's wedding if they do it on inner tubes going down the river, because he always does that every summer. He'll video him going down the river in inner tubes with beers. That would be a cool wedding.
That'd be cool. What do you think Jay and
in an
Humboldt?
inner tube, huh?
What do you think Jay and Humboldt's wedding would look like?
A truck with black smoke and a bunch of Trump posters.
Yeah, yeah. The flowers would be actual flower that you can smoke.
Yes, yeah. Free weed. Yeah, when they're throwing not rose petals, they're throwing like weed leaves.
Yeah. Right.
The little flower girl and the ring bearer have tattoos.
Yeah, there you go. Instead of a guest book, they have
Trump
blunt
tattoos.
rolls, and yeah, I know.
And
You
MAGA
just
hats.
you write a message on the blunt roll instead of signing the guest book.
Yes.
I think that would be a good one.
Absolutely.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So good stuff. Well, you mentioned Zion Williamson, right? And we're not going to take it all the way back NBA, but if he did come to Portland, that would up the porn star status of Portland.
Portland has the most strip clubs per capita in the world.
Well, you know what Zion did, right?
Huh?
You know what Zion did, right?
Yeah, he's with a chick. She's OnlyFans chick, right? She does soft porn, or does she hardcore?
I think she was.
Anyway, and he's with another woman. She got jealous, and then she put all the dirty laundry out on the internet.
Yeah, because he's having a baby with some other chick.
Anyways, an NBA having a baby with another woman. Oh my gosh, that never happens.
Yeah, never in the NBA, right?
How many times has that one dude cheated on Khloe Kardashian? Like a dozen times.
Oh,
she's still with him.
Oh, so many. So, anyways, I digress. I was watching TV the other day, and a movie came up. It's actually it's not a biography. Yeah, well, kind of. It's like a documentary. So it's called Craigslist Joe. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
So you're familiar with Craigslist to a degree?
Yes. We've done Craigslist on some of our shows, like the Misconnections.
You have?
Yeah, we've read those. Yeah.
Well, you just outed my bit.
Oh, Craigslist Joe. Oh, you know what?
Are you nuts?
Shut up, dummy. Go for it. I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, Craigslist Joe is about a guy that travels from he goes coast to coast for free based off of Craigslist. So all his lodging, he works for lodging, he does ride sharing, whatever. So I started, and I've only been on Craigslist to like look for stuff to sell or to buy, but they've got all these other freaking categories.
Yes.
You obviously know about some of them.
Well, listen, Luke and Fort Collins did it first, then 12 started doing it, and then I started doing it. So anyone that's seen these streaming shows knows about the misconnections. They are fucking hilarious.
So I looked up the Portland misconnections because you travel a lot for work, and I'm trying to make sure that none of these ladies, I'm doing this for your beautiful wife as well, none of these ladies are trying to get a piece of horse.
Or Wells. Wells lives up here too.
Or Wells. Yeah. So there's a jury duty. This was posted 35 minutes ago in downtown Portland.
Have not done jury
Have
duty.
you had jury duty?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Wells apparently has been not tweeting as much, so
he might be at jury duty.
Yeah.
This might be him.
Could be him. We crossed paths outside of the courthouse, and I regret not chatting more during that snooze fest. I got shot, and you got a juror number. Little did I know I was called in the same trial, but took too long on lunch break and blew it. Write me if you see this.
Is that a woman saying that or a guy? You
This
sound like
is
a woman.
Talking to a guy. Write me if you see this.
Got it. You could you'd be sounding like Wells too. He sounds like a girl.
He does kind of sound like a girl. But like, yeah, there's all these different ones, and it's hilarious. Cutie on Division bus at 1 p.m. What you doing? I ain't an older man. You need a sugar daddy. I wasn't sure how old you were, so I didn't want to creep. But I'd love to see you with them buns down. Let me know.
Signed Marty. I didn't know how old you were. That's scary.
But
were
yeah,
you illegal?
This whole thing's blown up now because you guys have already done it.
Is that the first time you've seen those?
Yes.
Oh gosh, yeah, they're great. We've done those before. They are good. They're
good. It's the
Looks
first
like
time.
A girl, acts like a girl. I mean, if you go to a Taylor Swift concert with Wells, he will be the loudest screamer there.
That's funny.
I can't even get high pitched. That's why he's so good in marine biology, because the whales can hear that high pitch that only dogs and whales can hear.
So yeah, I there's no point of going forward, but yeah, this just kind of blew my mind because as I was reading, here's one.
We should do this every show. We should have. I thought this is actually written down somewhere.
Is it really?
We should.
It says, "Bite my foot again." Every time I took a step, I thought of you until it healed. I also miss your dad jokes.
Oh, jeez. Dad jokes? That could be Wells. He likes a good dad joke. So the foot got bad. Sorry, Bacon. He doesn't want to hear about feet and something else. Feet and Mama Cass eating a ham sandwich. Yeah. So the foot got damaged. And so this person's walking and it hurts and they're thinking of the person that bit it. That's funny. I'm lost.
It sounds like these two have hooked up.
You're lost, Bacon. We're doing Craigslist misconnections. Apparently,
it sounds like these two have hooked up. Every time I took a step, I thought of you until it healed.
Why would you write that in Craigslist? Obviously, you know who they are if you've hooked up with them.
Exactly.
You would think, call them or go to their house.
He's probably blocked her. She probably can't get a hold of him. That's why. Shared an elevator ride.
By the way, Division bus, Division's a street. So I know where that is. Yeah, those are funny, dude. I've read them, and they've got them for every town. They probably got one for Canada too.
Oh.
Remember eating the waffles with the syrup? What was that about?
Bacon's not going to be happy. You already went
Canada
maple
jokes.
syrup.
I don't want to hear about feet either. Signed Deion Sanders. Yeah, he's going to lose his foot.
Yeah,
Does he
what's
have
going on
diabetes?
with that?
What the fuck's wrong with his
No,
foot?
he doesn't have diabetes.
Then why? Why is he going to lose his foot?
It was something about like blood flow issues, I think. It was like
I saw that.
damage.
And sometimes that's a symptom of diabetes. You can't, your veins down there start to get destroyed. And you don't get circulation, and then they have to amputate because,
Yeah.
I don't know if it turns into gangrene or if it whatever, but yeah. So
Well,
too soon?
apparently he's already lost a couple of toes. You heard about
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
Canada is here, actually.
They have Canada misconnections.
Hold on. Bacon is from around.
What? I don't know if he wants that information out.
No, I know. I'm thinking out loud. I wasn't going to
Well,
say
if you
it.
think out loud, you're gonna give the answer out loud.
No,
think
I'm
to
not.
yourself.
Do we have missed connections?
I know where Bacon doesn't live. Calgary. Who'd want to live there?
Oh gosh, I can't stand Calgary.
I do want to go to Calgary because I want to go to Banff. I might fly to Edmonton though.
I've been to Edmonton. That was a fun trip. No misconnections.
No misconnections. Wow.
The Canadians are being classy about
They
it.
are classy.
Darn.
He says it's fine. He lives in Windsor, Ontario. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
I don't want to be out
anyways.
getting information. If the people want to out what their details are, then I'll go with it. But I don't want to. Wells is probably gonna call me. Why did you tell him you live? I live by you. You mean Wells in the 720?
Yeah, Wells in the 720. I take it back. There are misconnections in Canada.
What's that about?
Taco Bell. We have Taco Bell for one. Asian at Walmart.
We met at Taco Bell. You had the Nacho Bell Grande. I had the extra crispy. We both ran to the toilet with diarrhea and our eyes locked. It was so romantic.
We're going with Taco Bell.
We shared an Imodium AD because I only had one left.
You're the tall, beautiful woman who works at Taco Bell. I asked you if the rooftop patio was worth going to, and you said yes. It was really nice up there, but it would be better if you joined me. Maybe next time.
What Taco Bell has a rooftop patio?
Bacon, you guys have rooftop patios?
I mean, Canada, wow. I need to become a citizen. They won't have me, though, because I'm not college educated.
Crap. Okay, blonde hair angel. Oh, this one's a little loud. We're gonna get straight.
2 burritos, 1 cup, right? Have you seen that video? 2 girls, 1 cup.
Can you hit the damn thing? This program is intended for mature audience.
Is intended for mature audiences.
I didn't say what it was.
Yes, I have seen it.
Dude, I that is one of those things I almost threw up. It triggered my gag reflex. Yes.
How old were you when you saw that?
And then I couldn't get it out of my brain. Like I want to scrub my brain and stop thinking about it. And of course, when you want to stop thinking about something, your brain will make you think about it more. I couldn't get the image out of my brain for about 2 days. Every time I thought of it, I would go, ooh. Yeah, it's gross.
I've never been able to serve myself a soft serve ice cream ever since.
Nope. I had to finally convince myself that it was special effects and fake and everything because I couldn't deal with the fact that it might be real.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the thing. Stick me in the sub or make me watch that video, and it's a coin toss.
Really?
No.
Yeah, you'd be watching that video all day, man. You'd participate in that video.
Oh man. Yeah.
This show's
Never heard
come
of
off
Taco
the
Bell
tracks.
with a rooftop patio.
Taco Bell with.
I think they're
we
lying
will-
to us. They're trying to get us to think Canada's better.
Um,
Wow, we have a
let's see.
lot of eyeballs in here. Horse's worst nightmare: watching 2 girls, 1 cup in a broken submarine. Yeah, blend them together. There's my nightmare tonight. I'm gonna wake up in a sweat. My wife's gonna go, what? House on fire? No, I was in a submarine with 2 girls, 1 cup. It was horrible. It was horrible. They were shoving the soft serve at me, and I couldn't get out because you can only open it from the outside. I was stuck. I was hitting the walls. Get me out of here. The 2 girls, 1 cup are after me.
That is spot on, Bacon. That is spot on, Horse.
Bacon.
Because you can't get out from the inside.
No, you're stuck in there with the 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh man. Well, I guess you can poop inside of there.
Yeah,
we were
well,
talking
they
about
can.
that a few minutes ago.
They can. Wait, I got that. There we go.
Yep,
2 girls,
there you
1
go.
cup. Makes me want to. Oh, geez, Jay. Gosh. Oh wait, Jim says here's one from his town. He's got a Craigslist misconnection. I'm
All
a
right.
guy who found something in my bedroom. It needs you to come pay attention to it. Hoping to have a company meeting tonight to attend with me or to me. Please message ASAP. I should have read that under the Jim in Indiana camp. Here, let me get a redo. I want a redo. All right. Wait. Oh shit, wrong mouse. Jesus. I have too many redundant systems here. All right, here we go. Let's do this again. Jim in Indiana.
Yep. Give it
Here's
to the
one
Jim.
from my town. I'm a guy who found something in my bedroom. It needs you to come pay attention to it. Hoping to have company meeting tonight to attend with me or to me, please message ASAP. There you go. What do you think about that, kids?
Do you think he knows or is attached to the thing he found in his bedroom?
What were you?
The thing he found in his bedroom, do you think it is attached to him?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Unless Lorena
I think
Bobbitt
that-
visited over. 2 girls, 1 cup, and a pair of scissors.
A pair of scissors.
It's like that chick eating that clam. She takes the scissors and chops the tip off.
Yeah. She dips it in the sauce.
Dips it in the sauce.
Here you go. Indian girl at Walmart, North York. Hi there. I'm the white guy. I
white
spoke
guy.
to you today about an ex. If you are the Indian girl who I spoke to, I would like to know you better, take you out on a date, and show you something hotter than curry.
Hotter than curry. Whoa.
Hotter than curry.
Stephen Curry or Curry the spice? I'm
I
guessing
think
the
he tried to
spicy
mix in
Indian
some
curry.
Indian food smack with
Indian
trying
food
to be-
smack.
trying to be sexy.
I'm wondering, so never have I ever, when I was single and I was out and I saw a cute young lady at the Taco Bell or whatever, did I think to go to Craigslist or to write something on Craigslist or go there looking and saying, I wonder if that woman is going to talk about me on here. I would never think to go to Craigslist to try to find somebody. Why wouldn't you just go back to the Taco Bell if the person works there?
Yeah, seriously. Or I bet you there are some Delta Bravos out there that go to this thinking there's got to be some girl that saw me today that's going to write about me. So I'm sure. I'm sure.
Maybe.
I know it.
Maybe.
So
if you're a hot woman, It would be good to have a bet with your friends. Like, we're going to go out tonight and we're going to like flirt with a bunch of guys, and whoever gets mentioned on Craigslist wins a pot of money or something. There you go.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I was just having this conversation, not about like flirting, but you know how like girls always say, "Oh, I go to the club to dance with my girlfriends and hang out," you know, because my wife used to tell me that, right?
Yeah.
And anyways, I got into the discussion. She's like, "Well, there's always a bunch of guys that show up on their own. They don't have girls with them, like because they're going head hunting. They're trying to get a damn girl, right?" And I said, "You don't understand, Jen. A girl, no matter how you look, no matter how bad your personality is, if you decide that you want to have sex one night, you can have sex that night.
Yeah.
You just go out to a bar.
Yes.
You will have sex. Not saying it's going to be a guy that you're turned on to, but you will get somebody, I promise you. Not the same for guys." So, and I was trying to break that dynamic down for her. So, but it's true. It's very, very true.
Yes. Yes. They can snap their fingers.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Pretty easy. All right. The stories I didn't get to because we started talking about the submarine and Two Girls, One Cup. My fiance got first-class plane seats for his kids, but put my kids in economy. That's pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
That's, to me, that probably is someone that you don't want to be with. Because she has kids from her previous relationship. He has kids from his previous relationship. Bought the airline tickets and put her kids in coach. And his kids up first class with them.
So here's the thing. The only thing that may make sense there is the kids that were in the nicer seats are younger, and the kids that are in the crappier seats are older, and they want to be by themselves anyways.
No, the kids did not want to be by themselves. They wanted to be in first class. Let's see. Woman explains she has 2 children, 14 and 10. How old are his kids? Let's see. They don't say his kid's age. Well, that's... Why wouldn't you say... Why is she saying her age kids and not his?
Because her kids got screwed.
Yeah. I don't know how old his kids were.
His kids are laughing in first class. They're like, "You can talk to my publicist."
That's funny. Let's see. What other story did we not get to?
Have you ever flown first class?
Yes. It's awesome.
It's great. You know what I don't get though? People that buy first class tickets for like an hour flight. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, we did that for Vegas, but it was my wife's birthday present. So I upgraded her tickets. She didn't know until we got to the airport. And put her in first class. I actually stayed in coach. Put her first class by herself. And that was her birthday present. I gave her an upgrade.
Sweet.
Let's see. What? I didn't click on this story. Anyway, the other one, my wife prioritized a funeral over Father's Day. I'm annoyed, but she says I'm selfish. You're selfish, dude. He's pissed off that a funeral got in the way of his Father's Day. Ooh.
It depends on your boundaries. If you're somebody that doesn't attend funerals, okay, that could be one thing. The second thing is, who was it to you?
That's what I'm trying to see.
If it was Joe Schmo, who I met one time's cousin, okay, like I could see that.
But I mean, even so, a funeral is scheduled for a day. You can move your Father's Day that happens every year. You only get to die once. I can't. Okay, so my wife's old boss's dad passed away. So, yeah, in the scheme of things.
Old
boss's dad.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, a funeral's a funeral. Don't be such a puss. Father's Day. I don't have kids, so I don't care. But, I mean, so you celebrate it on another day. Mom takes vegan daughter to restaurant, but is outraged by waitress confession. I never got to this. I didn't read it. Was horrified by the staff member's response after her vegan daughter accidentally ate a meal with butter in it, not realizing what she'd been served. And then the waitress wasn't very sympathetic. She was like, sorry. It's like, what do you want her to do at that point? She already ate the butter. What do you want her to, like, get out, punish herself or something? I don't know.
It's a preference. It's not a food allergy. Now, if you are allergic to dairy and you just serve them dairy and they told you they can't have dairy, then that's a different story.
Yeah. I actually went to Vegas with someone, an acquaintance, a group of friends, and he's like emergency room or die from butter. So everywhere we went, he had to say, like a steakhouse. He goes, I know
butter?
Yes. So we went to the steakhouse and he's like, sometimes people prepare steak with butter. I'm deathly allergic. I would end up in the ER. And then he went and checked with the chef. Nope, we do not use butter anywhere near the steaks or whatever. But yeah, he couldn't have any, even just a smidge of it would put him into anaphylactic shock.
So most people that I know that are like that, if it's even in the kitchen, they can't dine there because, like, the tongs, a lot of times
nut
people that
are like that too. Yeah.
Chefs, I get that. My grandma, she had the same situation, but with seafood. And luck of God, we ordered her chicken tenders and it didn't look right. And I was like, oh, Grandma, let me try your chicken tender. And it was fish.
Shrimp.
It would have killed her.
Oh, shit.
And we had told him to. So
Jay's just
somebody
going
tried to kill
on about, Jay. Jay, you need a show. I would watch that. Just Jay talking for like 30 minutes about shit. I would watch that show. I would cancel whatever plans. If I was going to a funeral or Father's Day, I would cancel it to watch Jay's show live. Jay, you need a show. You do.
Hey, actually, did you know Craigslist has Humboldt as a city?
Oh, misconnections.
Yeah, it's actually funny.
I saw you drive up to me, you gave me a wink, and then you hit the gas, and the black smoke went all over me, and I got so wet.
I think Jay actually posted one. Big husky man flipping rope at the gym. I've noticed you more than once and wanted to talk to you. Haven't seen you in a while. Let me know which gym in Humboldt that I saw you. So I know it's you. Lady. And we can take it to the next step.
The next step. Whoa.
Get it? Skipping rope. Step.
Whoa.
Hey, Jay, somebody after you, buddy.
Jay, you got a stalker. Watch out. Maybe found Albie's sock in his bedroom. Oh, gosh. Still lost. Hedstrom's still lost. Hedstrom, go towards the light. All right, I think we're done. 7:10.
I think so.
Wait, what's this? Your stepdad is lost at sea. California man whose billionaire stepfather is on missing sub asks OnlyFans model to sit on him 30 minutes after pleading for prayers as he triggers war of words with Cardi B over Blink-182 concert. I got to put this up because you guys think I'm making that shit up.
Wait,
so
what?
He's asking for prayers. So it's his stepdad that's lost at sea. So this guy asked for prayers for his father, and then 30 minutes later, he's on OnlyFans asking a girl to sit on him for 30 minutes. So he's all broken up until he gets on OnlyFans. Oh, hold on. I got to turn the Jim in Indiana camera off. There it is. There's the OnlyFans chick. So, yeah, he's not very heartbroken. He's asking for prayers for his stepdad, and then 30 minutes later asking this woman to sit on him for 30 minutes.
How do you sit on somebody
on
if they're not there?
I don't know. You grab the camera or something, the Jim in Indiana camera. Here, let's pretend. Let's pretend I am the hot chick, and he's paying me $20, and she's like, "Okay, here it comes! Ooh, 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 ooh! Put the ATM, the money in the ATM. There you go. You ask, and I will deliver."
Put the money in the ATM.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, you actually used the gym in the. Oh.
I sat on the you got the delay.
Okay.
I actually sat on the gym in Indiana cam. Yeah, I mean, I had to.
All right.
I had to elaborate on what I was talking about because you asked, "How does someone sit?" Well, there you go. And for those of you that don't know, I do have an OnlyFans, and I do that for real. I got my little heart boxer shorts.
Yeah, he does. And that's the gym in Indiana Cam, brought to you by Preparation H. Preparation H handles all your hemorrhoid needs. Yeah. There was actually a wild story out of... There was a wild story, we'll wrap this up, out of Florida, where a guy
wild story out of Florida? That never happens.
I know, right? A dude spent over $275,000 on an OnlyFans girl who was overseas. $275,000. He then, when his family found out, he then defrauded his parents by remortgaging their house he got a line of credit fraudulently on their house to keep seeing this girl.
Oh, nice.
He then stole from his brother, stole from his aunt, and the family said, "We're not going to press any charges, but you're never to talk to her again. We're gonna talk to this girl, yada yada yada." This guy goes in there, he kills his entire family.
Oh shit!
And
Florida man.
Yeah, Florida man.
You don't want to mess with
Take
Florida
it a step
man.
farther. Florida man then took dead dad's thumb, put it on dead dad's phone, and transferred like a shit ton of money. And that night, he's back to watching OnlyFans.
What? So, where were those kids, Lyle? The Menendez kids?
Yeah,
Is that their cousin?
What about them? Yeah. Seriously.
They shotgunned their family and then went to a bunch of Lakers games and bought hookers and blow. There you go.
Yep.
Florida man.
There you go. Florida man.
Until you said he killed his family, I was going to say that's only the second stupid thing I've heard about spending $270,000 on. The first is going in a submarine. The second is an OnlyFans chick.
Yes.
But, yeah, once he killed his family, I think he elevated over the submarine people.
Yeah, that takes it a little bit over the edge.
Yep.
So Jay and Humboldt, I'm gonna identify.
No, don't read Jay and Humboldt.
An OnlyFans girl that lives in Indonesia.
Yeah, he wants to get free money. He's gonna catfish some people.
He wants $275,000.
Catfish.
Love it.
All right, put the 2 bits in the coin slot. Yeah. All right, anyway, that's the show tonight. We got Woodscopes 8 p.m. Friday with lots of people. Lots of funny people. It's going to be chaos. It's the show that always drives me crazy because I'm juggling all these cameras and buttons and everything, and people are coming in and out, and the camera's turning on and off, and I'm like, yeah. So it's a big shit show for me, but it's funny for everyone else.
Sweet.
What do you got going on?
Nothing. I'm hanging out. Gonna go have a little. Yeah.
We can talk a little smack off shit. Although I'll leave that to Stucknut. When I say we'll talk a little, we'll maybe 5-10 minutes.
We'll throw a little smack off.
I'll give my predictions on next week's show.
Yeah, I'll throw my prediction out there.
We'll do our top 5.
Sounds good.
I wasn't invited to the Stucknut show, so I got to do it on our show.
Interesting.
I was last year. I must have did something wrong.
Interesting.
Talked about 2 girls, 1 cup or something. I don't know.
It maybe had to do with the camera that went up.
I don't know. Camera, some shit like that.
Yeah,
right. And then we got Stucknut after show next Friday, and then Woodscopes again next Friday with the participants. We can get the lowdown and find out if there were any piss buckets under the desk, or all the behind the scenes shit. So, all right,
sweet. All right.
Until next week. Well, until Friday for me. Until next week for you and us. We are out.